I've been studying the book of Daniel these days, and my name is Jin. It's been a while. Yeah, why am I studying the book of Daniel first? Because Dr. Sam told me to read it. I had no intention. But yeah, that's the main reason. And also, I'm going back to Korea for military service soon, so I think it'll be a good opportunity for me to learn more how to stay pure. And then I'm uncertain of my future. I have no idea what's going to happen. Just as Daniel, he didn't know what's going to happen. He was sold into slavery. So, and Daniel is one of my favorite characters in the Bible. I came to America when I was 12. He was sold into slavery, into captive to Babylon when he was around that age. So I can relate to him. So, and it's my favorite character. To next one. So I just studied chapter 1, and these are some of the points that I got from studying chapter 1. We need to take God's word seriously, because in the book of Daniel, they were sold into Babylon as a captive at the time, because they did not take God's word seriously. It was already warned through the prophet Jeremiah, and that they will be taken into captive because they did not listen to God. So for us, it's very important that we listen carefully to God's word. God keeps His promise. Take God's warning seriously. And the second thing I learned is that temptations are not always obvious. King Nebuchadnezzar gave Daniel really nice food and drink, and changed their names to different Babylonian names. And it seems all good. And for me, like when I came to America, should I change my name to American name, or should I adapt to this new culture? I mean, it seems like there's nothing wrong with that. But I think at the time for Daniel, it was the country tried to annihilate their culture. So for them, it was very important that they stay true to their own culture and keep that. And so temptations are not always obvious. And then I also thought about how to overcome temptations. And we can overcome temptations by prioritizing spiritual discipline over physical discipline. Things like going to church, going to Bible study, and those things, we need to keep that as our priorities before doing other things. Study is important and all that, but we also have to keep our spiritual discipline first, and then as we do that, God's going to help us. Lastly, God blesses His people when they obey. God blessed Daniel because he had a heart to obey God, and a lot of time in that chapter, the book says he was better than magicians or enchanters of the time, 10 times better. A lot of times people think, oh, it's because you have all these abilities, it means you are better. But as I was looking into it, I think God blesses people by helping them to be a blessing to other people. So Daniel was able to become a blessing to other people. In the next chapter, if you look at it, because of his faith, he was able to interpret the dream for Nebuchadnezzar, and also later on, he was thrown into den of lions, but afterward, he was able to bring revival to the country. So personally for me, I was able to go to morning prayer a lot these days and pray a lot. And I met this woman at morning prayer, and I was like, I never met this person before, and who's this? And but that day I went back to Parkland late. I had to help out someone, so I went to Parkland late, and I saw this woman who was praying at morning prayer, and she was praying for her son to come to church and plug into church. So it was really good experience for me because I try to obey God by going to morning prayer, and I was able to be used by God to help out the mother who was praying for her son at the time. So yeah, these are the lessons I got. So let me move on to the next one. Okay, these are the prayer topics. So please pray for me that I can be spiritually alert and I can encourage to obey God's word. And pray also for spiritual revival when I go to military. And then help me to meet good people, good mentors and friends. And also pray that I can finish military service safe and sound. I don't want to get injured. So, and I want to come back to America. So I don't know how, but please pray that I can come back.